Alright YouTube, it's me again, Fr.Yr, and today we're going to do another Beyblade Burst unboxing and review. This time we have the Beyblade Burst BU Random Booster Volume 29. So here I have a box of the Random Booster. So let's take a quick look at the box. So over here we have Chain Kerbeus, which is the main Beyblade for this set. And here we have 5 more Beyblades. So let's see, we get the camera to focus. Dynamite Kerbeus, Trigger V2 burst version, Chain Ragnarok, Roar Spriggan, and Cyclone Valkyrie. And on top, this is referring to Chain Kerbeus. So here shows that Chain Kerbeus is a defense type, part of the burst system, a right spin, a DB Beyblade, sorry, a BU Beyblade, and it's from Takara. And Chain Kerbeus is not owned by anyone in the anime. And on the back of the box shows each parts of the base, of all the base that comes in this set. And here is the online website that I got this base from, and this is also the website that I get my base from. So yes, let's get to unboxing and let's see which bay we get, shall we? So here are everything that came in the box. So let's take a quick look at each one. And the bay that we got is Chain Kerbeus. Cool. Let's first take a look at the sticker sheet. Not a lot. You can see there's not a lot of stickers in there. Might put them on later. Put this aside. And as you can see, there are 2 instruction manuals that came in the box. So this instruction manual here just tells us how to assemble Beyblade Burst and how to launch Beyblades. Don't need to go over this. And this instruction manual is just telling us where to put all the stickers and stuff like that. I'll go through this later. Putting all of this aside. So let's now take a look at the Beyblade. We will first take a look at the DB core, which is Kerbeus, which is the Cerberus from the underworld, the 3-headed dog, and it comes in this really cool green, silver, and orange color scheme. And you can see there's the 3 heads, the 3 heads of the dog. And if you look at the other side, shows that this core does not come with any teeth, but instead the base slides. And what's cool about this core is that there's rubber. The orange, like the chain here, and the center is made out of rubber. And the center acts like a suction cup to hold the bay together, which is really good for defensive type Beyblades. And this feature originally came with Roar Bahamut from Beyblade Burst TV. There you go. We will next take a look at the BU blade, which is called Chain. As you can see, it comes in this really awesome green, silver, and violet color scheme. And this is a defensive type blade, and its feature is that there are 6 blades built onto it, and they all move in and out. And this helps absorb the Beyblade's attacks when it spins in the stadium. Really useful for a defensive type combo. Could be good for recall as well, the way the way each blade moves in and out, but we'll see when we test out this bay. So there you go. And next up we have the armor, which is called 6. Not a new part. This came with Cyclone Ragnarok. So there you go. Next up we have the disc called Fortress, a defensive type disc. And as you can see, underneath comes with these really fine bumps, which will create a scrape risk in the stadium, but a really potentially good defensive type disc. So there you go. And lastly, we have the Fortress dash driver. And there was already a Fortress driver already released, and that driver came with Emperor Fornius from Beyblade Burst Cho-Z, and this is my first Fortress driver. And what this driver does is, if you take a look at the driver, like the tip specifically, the tip can freely spin, which gives it mobility in the stadium, allowing it to move freely. And there is also this ring here, which provides really good stamina as it spins. So there you go. And here you have Chain Kerbeus all assembled. A really awesome looking Beyblade, and a really heavy one too. And if you look on the side, as you can see, this bay is really low, it's really short. Like I said before, with the fine bumps on the forged disc, this will have a scrape risk in the stadium. Now let's change this to high mode, and I will explain something when we get into high mode. And here is Chain Kerbeus in high mode. And I mentioned that I will explain something to you when we get into high mode, and that is about the chains here on both sides. So in high mode, these chains will flare out a little bit, so they don't move in as much inward as low mode. So each chain will flare out a little bit, which gives it, I'm guessing, extra defense. So if you put this in high mode, this will affect the feature of these chains here a little bit. So there you have that. We will now test spin this Beyblade. I usually check the weight of Beyblades, but I couldn't find my scale anywhere, so we'll just have to skip to the test spin and the test battle. Before we get into the test spin and battle, I just want to explain something, which is if you put a DB core with the chain blade, and I'm using Prominence Phoenix core as an example, it will affect again the feature of the chain, because now the chains flare all the way out, as you can see, which gives the whole combo an extra defense, as you can see. So if you put a DB core in here, it will affect the feature of the chains. Just letting you guys know. So let's get to the test spin and battle. We will first test battle Chain Kerbeus. So here we go. And And as a defense type, it will move around in the stadium a little bit. And with the Yard Dash driver, the Bay has mobility, which allows it to move freely in the stadium. I forgot to mention that the chains actually provide really good stamina for Kerbeus along with the Yard Dash driver. So the entire combo is really good for stamina as well, along with defense. But we'll test out its defensive capabilities in battle. We will now test battle Chain Kerbeus. Let's now test battle Chain Kerbeus against Astral Spriggan in right spinning balance mode. So here we go. Simultaneous ring out finish. Let's test out Chain Kerbeus against an attack type combo, Ultimate Valkyrie. So here we go. Oh, big hit. Oh, big hit again. Oh, shoot. And it's a draw. Let's now test battle Chain Kerbeus against a left spinning Beyblade, Guilty Longinus. And you're hearing Kerbeus scrape there. Oh, and Guilty Longinus with a ring out finish. Let's try that again. Oh, so close. Oh. And you just heard Kerbeus scrape there. Yeah, that's because of the height. It's really short that this bay can have a scrapers in the stadium. That's what's not really good about this bay. Let's test battle Chain Kerbeus in high mode, where the chains flare out a little bit, which gives it an extra defense against the high mode Guilty Longinus. So here we go. Oh, so close. Chain Kerbeus hanging in there. Kerbeus scraping. And it's a draw. Oh, big hit. Oh, big hit. And it's a draw again. And there you have the unboxing and review for the Beyblade Burst BU Random Booster Volume 29 Chain Kerbeus. Just like with my previous Random Booster Beyblades, I buy them directly online instead of buying multiple to get the prize bay. My way is just way easier. And my final thoughts on this bay is that it's a good defense type bay, but it's not the best because the yard driver doesn't really provide that much stamina on the bay, as my opinion on it is changed. So the driver is not really the best. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if you want to check out my playlist of Beyblade contents, go ahead and do so. And please follow me on my Instagram page and check out the channel mgoskis328 down in the description below. And this has been Fr.Yr. Moving on to the next video.